pretty spacious.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Chocolate and burgundy vibes. I think I'm gonna go for this outfit today, y'all. I'm excited. Today's gonna be a fun content type of a day. I know it's really dark in here. It's really hard to wear a bra with this, so I like tucked the straps down since this is off the shoulder. Just getting ready for the day today. I did a cute little slick back, simple makeup. I might need to fix my edges and stuff too. But today is going to be a content type of a day. I put this color on because guess what I'm going to do after I go look at this apartment? Go look at Christmas decor. Yeah, they've been putting it out, y'all, so I'm going to Wally World. I know, I had a traumatic experience at Walmart and I was like, I'm never going back there. But I was looking online at their website and their stuff looks really cute. The price is even better. So I thought I would just do like a shop with me new in for 2025 Christmas decor for my lifestyle channel, Kayla Lashae. I'm trying to reboot it and just post more of what I'm excited about, which is like the holiday season. Like I'm honestly over fall time. And also, if you're wondering why don't you like Walmart, it's because when I was a teen and I bought a bed set for my bedroom from Wally World, I was so excited. I saved up, spent my own money on it, took it out of the package when I got home, and there was like hundreds of little bugs and like, I don't want to say maggots, but just like little bugs that were very much so alive crawling all over the bed set. So it just freaked me out from that experience. But I'm gonna try it again, y'all, because their stuff looks really cute. And I did order some things online. Is this empty? I ordered some stuff online, but it's gonna take like 2 weeks. That's why I want to get my stuff now, because if I do need to order, I'll have it before I'm trying to go ahead and decorate. So I kind of want to go to Home Goods and do a Christmas decor shop with me. And also Hobby Lobby. So there's not one in my area, but I was looking online at Hobby Lobby. And what is with Hobby Lobby? I don't shop there because again, there's not one near me. But it seems like the prices are high, but then they want to make you feel like there's a sale so that the actual price doesn't sound so bad. Like I just feel like that's the vibe of Hobby Lobby. So I don't know. I think that's something I definitely want to do this week in between apartment hunting, since that's so stressful. Christmas decor shopping is more fun and happy to give me that balance that I need this week to still be consistent and show up on my platforms. And I have not heard anything from my apartment leasing about my lease. From my understanding, it was like, oh, you need to let us know 2 months before your lease is up if you're gonna leave or not. But I haven't got no offers on what my new lease price will be for the next 12 months. No one has contacted me. Again, I believe the lady that sold me this unit a year ago quit her job, so I don't know if these people are following up. Is it my job to follow up with you guys? Like I don't know what's going on. So I was like, let me go ahead and just keep my options open, see what is out there, what are the current renting prices are, what could I get for my money, and also the space. I have a 1-bedroom den. I don't really want to go back to a 1-bedroom apartment because I do love this space, and I spent $2,000 on this IKEA closet. What are we gonna do with it? So ideally, if I'm looking for something, it's gonna have to be a 1-bedroom den at least. But with all of the government shutdowns, I just have a feeling that there's a lot of empty units that will be coming up pretty soon within the next few months. That's just my speculation. The renting market, they say we're going to be in a rental market crash because it's too expensive. People are leaving the big cities. They're going to the more suburb areas because it's more bang for your buck type of situation. So I think we're going to see a big shift in the next year, definitely within the next 4 years, you know what I mean, when it comes to the renting market and even the housing market too. So no, I don't want to buy a house. I don't want to hear those comments. With that type of money, $2,000 a month, you can have a house. Not in this economy. No, the price of just buying furniture with tariffs now, cabinetry with tariffs, everything is a tariff. Everything is more expensive to fix. Getting parts to replace things, buying a home and hoping that it's perfect is rare. You're gonna have to fix something, and I'm just one person with a dog. I don't need a big house for myself, you know? So renting, I'm okay with, you know what I mean? Like, ask me again when I'm married and have children, maybe we'll change. I feel like I always kind of have to give a disclaimer about the renting and the prices in my area. It's very expensive to live in the DMV. Again, we're close to the government, a metropolitan area. It's just expensive. So you kind of have to just work with what you got, I guess. But this place is a little bit more on the affordable side, which is why I wanted to go ahead and check it out. It's not a high rise. It's definitely more of like a, I would say like a community feel, in the sense that it's big from my understanding. I don't know, like communities I've lived in before in California where it's multiple buildings together. I don't think it's this, but it's also just not a single high rise. It's more spread out, if that makes sense. And there's not many stories. 3, 4, 5. It looks like 6 stories maybe. But I'm looking at a 1-bedroom, 1-bath that's pretty small. It's 633 square foot and ranges to 799 square foot for $2,135, which is pretty significantly less than what I'm paying now. But if I looked at like a 2-bedroom, I feel like, well, I can't count this den as a bedroom because there's no windows and there's no closet. I feel like that'd be the most comparable thing for this place. So they have, oh, they do have dens, but again, the pricing isn't on here. So I'm looking at a 1,000 square foot 1-bedroom for $2,950. That's way more than what I'm paying now. It's also bigger by like 300 square foot. 2 bedrooms starting at $3,145. Yeah, this place does seem pretty expensive. And it's around 765 square foot, which is equivalent to like what I have. I love my apartment. Like, please don't get it twisted. I'm just like on the edge of my seat anticipating a maintenance problem. Like, that's literally the only issue that I really have living here. And if that wasn't the case, I would definitely be more inclined to march my butt downstairs and say, I'm ready to sign another lease again with you guys. So I think you guys had a good point. It's pros and cons. Wherever you're gonna go, you're gonna have issues. They might be bigger issues or not so big of an issue versus where you came from, right? So it has to be something that that's going to be worth dealing with for the next year, having these maintenance problems. But I'm also trying to be hopeful because I'm like, okay, well, I got the fridge fixed. That's an update. I don't know. I felt like I updated you guys in a video because I had maintenance in the apartment. I wasn't going to film them, but I had a quick clip of the refrigerator pulled out from the wall. They came to fix it and it's working fine. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's fixed. I got a new washer. What else could go wrong? You know, like I'm trying to be really hopeful with the situation. And could I deal with it for another year? Yeah. You know, I love the apartment that I'm in. I have a laundry room. Leroy is comfortable. I don't want to like uplift him and put him in a stressful situation where he has to get used to it again. Like, he knows his little routine. I have this room, like all my furniture is finally like settled in the apartment versus when I first moved in. I didn't have everything. And also, I don't really want to move around Christmas because this will be the first Christmas that I'm really truly able to enjoy even like the fall and like the fall like leaves, like the views that I have. I'll be able to enjoy decorating and not feeling like I have to pack up everything and then be so rushed in a new space to kind of get everything set up and then decorated. And I could actually do Vlogmas and not feel stressed around that time. So there is pros and there are cons to it. Obviously the price of things is a big concern as well. That's why I wanted to go and see what my other options were, what I could get for maybe the same amount, maybe a little less. I do not want to pay any more, but I also have to keep in mind with a rent renewal, the prices on the website, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if every place is like this, but if you're looking at, let's say, your current apartment building, the prices for the unit that maybe you have, maybe it's your next door neighbor, maybe it's the same layout, it will be a cheaper rate versus what they will charge you for your next lease renewal. Like, those prices are for new renters. Those are special prices reserved for them. If you're currently in the building, you get a premium price. So those rates don't apply to you even if you maybe decide that you want to transfer units in the same building to get that price. No, you have to pay a premium price because you've already been here. So it's little tactics like that in the renting market that I really don't like, and there should be laws against that. Renting caps as well and how much you can increase every year. Honestly, I don't think you should, especially if you haven't come in and renovated anything. So because I moved in the winter months, it's definitely not as expensive as the summer. I do watch the prices on my building on their website, and in the summertime they're definitely more expensive versus in the winter when nobody's really trying to move, it's not really the school season and stuff like that. People aren't trying to move before the school year starts. So if you're trying to move, big tip is definitely wait until December, January, February, like the off seasons, because you definitely get a better rate. So I'm hoping that will play in my favor come the lease renewal offer. So I'm kind of hopeful in that aspect. But I also have noticed not a lot of people have mentioned have been really renting here. There was another apartment that I could see above my lady across the way. Empty. It's been empty. They left the lights on, y'all, and they've been on for 3 weeks. Nobody lives there. So it's just a lot of more empty units becoming available, and that just goes to show like the renting market is just not doing great. Like, we have reached our limits to what we could afford when the economy is the way that it is and the constant increases, and even mortgage rates can increase too. Like, it's just crazy out here. So I'm trying to just be positive and not let the stress get to me too much. My appointment is at noon, so that's about an hour and 15 minutes from now. I'm trying to see if I have time to run out to Wally World to go shop because I don't want to be rushed. I want to enjoy my first time shopping at Wally World for Christmas decor and have a good positive outlook on today and look at it as something exciting and not so stressful, if you will. So I don't know. I feel for you guys that are out here trying to find a place to live because the whole application process is just a lot on its own. Just trying to get approved for things is the part that I don't like. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. And there are a lot of specials too. Again, because the renting market is kind of suffering, you're gonna see a lot of deals. First month of rent free, $1,000 off your first month, move-in fees, free parking for the first month. Like, you're gonna see a lot of that in the renting market, and I have seen a lot of that just by looking at apartments online. So they really are trying to reel you in. Why'd you leave? Girl.
It was a great opportunity, but yeah, I do wish you could. I miss my family, but it's time to go back.
I feel you, girl. And the rent is cheaper.
The rent is way cheaper, yeah.
This is cute. How much square foot is this?
So these are starting at $30.90. Our cheapest two-bedroom we have is $28.80, but it's not.
Pretty spacious. Definitely more spacious than my room. Okay, closet.
All of the units also come with full-size washer and dryers,
Okay.
stainless steel appliances, and some units come with balconies and some do not.
Okay. That's cute. And that's the pool, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cute.
But for the most part, all of the features, all of the features are the same, with the exception of your cabinetry.
Right. Are they all painted like this gray color, or is the apartments all like this gray, or is that
Yes.
just okay?
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Cute. cute. Oversized.
They're pretty big.
Alright guys, that was such a quick tour. I love it when it's just like in and out. I gotta go. Sometimes it's awkward to say goodbye. But I was just like, I'll keep an eye for the availability. Low-key, it kind of reminded me of the same feel of my studio apartment that I had in California with like the courtyard. I was able to show you the view from that 2-bedroom apartment. I couldn't remember what she said for the pricing, but I'm sure I'll edit it and the square footage on this screen. I'm not a fan of courtyard facing views, again for the privacy reason. And she mentioned that they have valet trash, and then for other utilities the residents split the sewage bill, and parking was like $125 unreserved, which is like normal what I pay now. They have the dog spa and dog area. And what else did she mention? The gym was super cute. It had 3 different rooms. I was able to show you the strength training room. They had the Stairmasters, the cardio machines, some equipment, but I go to a normal gym, so that's not a priority, but it is nice to have those if you maybe need them. They have a room where you can use a printer there for free, which is really nice. I always like to observe the cleanliness of the hall. They had a lot of custodians out cleaning, and it smelled fresh in there. Very friendly. The people that I encountered just by walking around the community, very multiracial, young and like older. I would say like maybe late 30s, my age as well. It's just like a cozy feel. The unit looked really big. Like the bedroom, like I could fit a king bed in there if I wanted. The closet in the master was also pretty spacious. And then they had that other second bedroom with the Jack and Jill doors, which would be ideal for guests. And it had that walk-through closet, not my favorite. And I believe it had carpet and a really big washer and dryer that was stackable. So it is different than my unit where I'm at now, but it's not terrible. And I just don't know if it'd be like, yes, I would love to live here. I don't know. What did you guys think about it? Drop a comment down below and subscribe and let me know if you would like to see any more apartment tours this month, because I really do need to pick at least a few options just to see if I have a top pick. Even though I'm currently in my dream apartment, it's just, I don't know. We'll see. But that was really fun. She was really sweet and I don't know, very personable. Not like snooty or anything like that. So I guess I don't really have anything bad to say, but I'm not like obsessed, and I feel like you should be obsessed. Like you get that feeling like you just know like this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't think I got that feeling, so to be continued.